Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Pop Culture Cosmos. Today is Thursday, and we bring to you Azeron and the Dragonflight's Paragon. Alright, now we're gonna have a short party today. Just got some things outside. Well, weather has been hampering a lot of our playtime, as well as one of our players. It's their anniversary today, so be sure to shout out Kreet, give him well wishes on his wonderful marriage. 3 years now that he's been married. It's been going great. Anywho, yeah, a little small party. Before we continue, we're going to do our announcements. Tomorrow we have a special one shot with DM Melinda. So she usually takes care of Wizards and Wine or Warlocks and Whiskey. But this special one shot session is going to be called Dance Dance Resurrection. Now, moving on to the weekend, we have Saturday and Sunday held together by DM Mitch with the Ancient Symphony and his own homebrewed game on Sunday, the Scarred Earth. Let's bring you back to Monday, our flagship campaign. Most of us are players in this campaign. It is the Demolition Force. That is held together by DM Rob. Oh, wait. No, DM Roger. Sorry. It's DM Rob who handles Tuesdays with Rob's whimsical one-shots. We have nothing for our Wednesday slot, but do check us out. Check out our headmaster, Gerald, who takes care of all your pop culture news and releases of a whole lot of movies. And if you have a special place in your heart for the LA Lakers, that is something to check out too, because he covers a lot of that content as well. Anywho, moving right along, welcome you guys back. And as always, we're going to take about 30 seconds to a minute to recap a little bit with our characters before I lead us back into an official recap of the events that have occurred. But right now, let's take it away to Lord Thranduil. What's going through your mind? Your thoughts, your current feelings and mindset right now? Uh-oh. Did we lose it? We'll just come back to you. Right now, we move along to Ryu-Lee. Same question. What's going on?
Check, check.
Oh, man. We're just... yeah, you're loud and clear.
Outstanding.
Okay. Did you get that last request?
Yes,
Oh, okay,
yes.
cool.
And camping is even more disgusting than living in the city.
Mm-hmm. Is that all you have for today?
That's the only thing going through my head right now.
All right, all right. Riley. Oh no. Ah. Did you hear the question?
Could you repeat?
Okay, so just a little 30 seconds to a minute. Your thought process currently going through your mind, what's happening around you.
Curious how this camp thing is gonna go. Um, exactly not too sure what our adventure may unfold, but kind of excited at the same time to see everyone out
Mm-hmm.
and just pretty optimistic about the whole thing. I
Guy.
guess my character feels that he'll just wait and see what unfolds in front of him.
Uh-huh. Going with the flow, huh?
Yep. Let nature take its course.
There you go, there you go. Thrax.
I'm waiting for the live ones to get done with their rest and weakness of the flesh so we can continue on our journey. I'm anxious and excited to move forward and continue on with this new line of research I have found myself in.
Uh-huh.
And I'm getting annoyed with all of the times we have to stop and allow the mortals to rest.
It's like, hey, it's like there's definitely advantages to being forsaken. Okay. Yeah, so with that, dawn breaks. You guys find yourselves in this position where it's like, oh, well, it's been a while since we've had to huff it out in the wilderness, but you hear chatter between a lot of the soldiers outside and some of the goblins. The cook has prepared food. Those smells begin to permeate throughout your tent. And, it's just kind of like a normal day, you could assume, for people who are stationed at this post. And, as you guys know, this posting is kind of a off-the-radar kind of thing. Prince Gallywix has opened some secret flight routes, one connected to his pleasure palace, but this one here is away from a lot of things. It's designed this way to help out any how would you say, special forces missions that are going on. Kind of that whole, like, hey, if we need something done and we need some intel here and there, this is the place to kind of post up for a little bit. Now, that Lord Thranduil, you see a note stamped next to you. It's clearly noticeable that it mentions Kreet writing just a brief message. It lets you know, it's like, hey, I went scouting for a bit. I met up with Maiev, and I won't be around for a while, but I shall return promptly.
Fair enough. I kind of shake the cobwebs out of my head and look at my tent, and with a sigh realize where I am.
Right.
Deciding what to wear. I take my waistcoat, my fine shoes, and I leave those to the side. Put on a pair of higher, almost to the knee, leather boots.
Mm-hmm.
Tuck my pants into them instead of blousing them over my silken socks. Kind of look at my sleeves and realize that these might get in my way a little bit. And I tear them off at the elbow.
Uh-huh. Making a
I
few...
leave the top.
Oh, good.
Yep, I leave the top two buttons of my shirt undone so as to not be a choking point for me.
Uh-huh.
Throw the Fist of the North Star on, grab my cane, and with the note in one hand, walk out to the end of the tent to see what is the situation around.
I see. Yeah, same as normal. Everyone is posted up, usually where you would assume each soldier would be. You have 3 watching the main gate, 2 rotated out for breakfast. The cook is in full tilt. And the goblins kind of just doing their own thing. Setting up
My
their...
cane, I push my cane into the dirt just a few inches so it'll stand on its own. Taking my hands, running back through my hair and tying a leather thong through to give myself a ponytail and keep the hair out of my face. Definitely not a stranger to battle under my terms, but I certainly am not going to put myself in the wilds and leave myself in my normal state. That seems like it would be a bit of a distraction for me. Scanning around, do I see Ryu-Lee or Thrax?
Yes, Ryu-Lee is just right outside your tent. He's slumped over on some, kind of set up a comfortable area for himself, and, is really more just enjoying the hums of nature that are going on. He's very excited about all the food that's being prepared.
I grab my cane again and remove it from the ground and just take the end of it and tap it on Ryu-Lee, kind of to get his attention and kind of to wipe the dirt off as well. And then I just reach over and hand him the note from Kreet.
Grabs the note, begin to read.
This note just expresses the fact that Kreet has gone and scouted ahead. Maiev requested his presence, and we'll be back promptly. But for the time being, you will be doing that.
Okay. I give Lord Thranduil a nod and say, I guess we shall proceed as caution along our way. And we must complete whatever mission we're on. And enjoy the beautiful life of nature, hopefully with no one talking.
That sounds good to me. I do walk away after I hand him the note, looking at that automaton that they had said would be my servant while I was here.
Aha.
I look at it and say food, and then I walk towards Thrax's entourage and inform him about Kreet. Kreet has gone scouting, apparently, says he'll return at some point, but I have no idea when.
Right away. Begins to carve some sausages and bacon. It's surprisingly a full Monty. You have your toast, your eggs, your mushrooms, beans, potatoes. Really quality stuff coming from this orc lady cook. Prepares, in fact, prepares the 3 of you some food. Deducing that you are Lord Thranduil and you have come here with a few others. You good there?
You good, Freddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, my headphones just tripping.
I was gonna say, I think you fell down the stairs, dude.
Like, just having slight issues.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So it spreads out its its meals on this area here, this makeshift table, and extends a gadget from its arm and creates 3 seats for everyone to sit down on if they so choose.
And I'll walk over towards the table. I'm not very interested in sitting at this point. I look at the food that's there, grab a plate, and without much manners or delicacy at all, just kind of standing and pacing about a little bit in this general area here. Just sort of shovel the food into my mouth to get it over with.
It's like, hey, down to business. This goblin over here, it's like, good morning, Lord Thranduil. How did you sleep?
I just look at him briefly and then look away.
Well, you're finally dressed for the, well, okay. Hey, Mr. Panda, or Pandaren. What's your name again?
Just call me Ryu.
Right. Wasn't there more of you? Looks around at just both of you.
So far, there's only me.
Oh. Yeah, I meant with your entourage. I counted 2 more.
They're gone ahead. No need to worry about them.
Alright. Hey, well...
It'll probably be around this time that Thrax's Lehman's tiny hut would expire. All of a sudden, as the hut goes down, that area becomes visible.
I was like, oh, whoa. There's more of you now. No worries. Plenty of food.
Are we ready to go?
Well. The Gryphons need a little more rest. It's been a while since they've flown in this network. It's been about a year and a half now that,
And Ryu-Lee's now possessed.
Right. Shit, alright. Well. Yeah,
Quick munch of the food.
It's been about a year and a half now since they've closed off their flight routes, so we've kind of had to rest these birds a little bit more than normal. I hope you guys can understand. It'll give them be a minute before we get them ready.
I take a look up in the sky to kind of get a placement of where the sun is and look back at that little thing that's talking.
Okay.
And say, exactly how much time do you need?
Well, we're gonna need at least about 6 more hours or so. That's my best estimate. I mean, these Gryphons been flying for about a day, so I
throw my plate down to the table with that information. Little bit of the leftover food bounces off. I'm not sure if it was a glass plate or not, but if it was, I'm sure it shattered. I look over at Thrax with this look on my face as if to be, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm starting to feel his frustration for having to wait for the living.
I see.
The moment he said 6 hours, I've already started my ritual to recast Lehman's tiny hut.
No, okay.
Damn it.
So, 10 minutes go by, and you and your entourage just disappear into an opaque dome.
Opaque dome.
Yeah. I mean, perhaps you could. I know I'm imposing here, but perhaps you could help us out with something.
And who is this goblin directing this to?
Lord Thranduil at the moment. But you definitely hear it.
I kind of close my eyes and inhale deeply. Exhale and go, what is it?
Well, so, I mean, we usually don't have these types of problems, and we typically can handle it, but our scouts have reported some activity of raptors, you see, dinosaurs. They've kind of been amassing, and, well, yeah, a few we can handle, but the amount they have now, probably, yeah, we try our best to stay hidden, but, you see, we kind of don't want to get eaten, you know?
I look over at Ryu. What's his reaction?
I'm just staring there nonchalantly, just listening. Just kind of have a simple smile on my face. With my arms folded, just relaxing. Just watching the whole rundown.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess whatever interaction you're willing to go with, that's how I'm going to run.
Would Thrax be able to hear anything from inside his tiny hut?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I can still hear stuff from outside.
Right.
It's anything that happens inside the outside can't hear.
Fair enough. I look over in the direction of the hut, and Thrax, since we're waiting, these creatures are requesting our help. Dinosaurs.
He'll drop the hut. Well, at least it'll be something to do past the time.
Kind of raise my eyebrow, tilt my head to the side, and heave my shoulders in a, like, yeah, you're right. And I look back at the creature and say, what's this worth to you?
Well, we don't carry gold here, but I can definitely inform Prince Gallywix of your heroics. That definitely is worth something.
I scoff at the notion. Looking at the food, I look over to the cook and say, can you make anything that would be passable for eating, that would be able to last for a few days' time?
Oh, right away. I can muster up some 8 rations.
I nod in the orc's direction, and I say, that'll do. All right, where are these things you need taken care of?
He sets down a map right around where everyone is and points us to the southeast. Bring this up. So you guys are here. Good. Splinter Tree Post. Southeast is it's an area along the road, right between some waterways, specifically right here.
I have no map changeover. Did that happen?
Yes, let me bring you all there. There. So here we
Once
are.
again. All right.
Splinter Tree Post. Along the road to the southeast, there's a bend between two water outlets. And there is where the concentration of raptors and dinosaurs have been spotted.
About how far is the distance?
Not honestly too far. A couple miles.
Okay.
I'd say within 5 miles or so.
All right. Well, since we have 6 hours to spare, let's not waste time.
All right.
Giving a look over to Lord Thranduil.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much give him the eyes that it's whatever decisions he's willing to make.
All right. Yeah. Okay, let's zoom out here. Everyone can see Les Raptors, yeah?
Where are we coming in on the map?
It'll be about down here. The southeast corner.
He's just gonna jump right into it.
Those are pretty
I'll go.
big for raptors.
Yeah.
Are we over here?
Just down a little bit further.
Yeah. And I was like, we would be over here, right?
Yeah. That's So.
Oh wow. Okay. Got
Sorry,
that.
I didn't see how far the map was.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I just threw myself on there.
That's
It's a long map.
Yeah, it's a longer map. Ugh. Okay. There we go.
Alrighty.
Everyone can hear audio?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright. So, y'all come up to an area. They're significantly larger than, as you mentioned, Thrax. They are significantly larger than what you have encountered before. And also, they're kind of questioning, what makes these guys so big? Like, there's nothing in the area that seems to be, at least naturally, enhancing their growth.
Can you turn down the sound audio or the music audio and roll 20 a little bit? It's kind of drowning you out.
Oh, okay.
That might have been my. No, that wouldn't have been me.
Yeah, much better.
All right. Yeah. So, from you as a researcher can understand that. Yeah, this is kind of not normal. Especially since you've seen raptors before. They're usually not this large, but this definitely raises concern. Not for the... Well, for the camp, yes, but for... how else I would put this? Like, you don't particularly care what's made them grow larger, but you do keep in mind that they are probably a bigger threat than normal. And could realize why the goblin and the scouts in that area were requesting you guys to deal with these kinds of things.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh. And the one other thing you do notice is the one in the far back. This one does seem different colored, and you could probably tell this is either the patriarch or the matriarch of the pack.
All right. I already know my plan going in.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, so far they're just staying there. Not really doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play the Vanguard for the moment.
And just try and figure out a way to approach this in some way, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the porch right now. How many are in the?
Yeah, we
The
have
area?
5 raptors out about 145 yards out, or feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so right now, if you were looking at it, it would be out to your 2 o'clock.
Gotcha.
Do we wish to start this now, or?
We might as well proceed.
We take them all at once, or should we try to divide them?
Very well. I reach into my pouch, grab a small pinch of yellow powder and throw it into the air in front of me. And with my other hand, draw a runic symbol in the air through the powder, clap my hands together to compress the powder into a small burning orb and toss it into the middle of the raptors centered right here,
Mm-hmm.
which will get every single one of them
Yeah.
as
I
I'm
put
going
my
to
hand on
cast Fireball.
Thrax. I pat Thrax on the shoulder and go, well, that was easy, and start to turn around.
Right. Let's see. Okay. Rolling dice. Rolling dice. Roll 20. Your connection. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright. Looks like we're back. Temporary loss of internet connection there, but
Oh.
yeah.
But yeah, if they were unaware of us before I cast the spell, they have disadvantage on the dexterity save.
Okay. Let's roll again. They all fail. Ah! You hear screeches as those raptors took a lot of damage. And
Each one takes 28 points of fire damage.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Minus 20. Give one second. Calculator.
I was like just in my range too, because Fireball's got a range of 150 feet.
150. Yeah.
I was like, oh, perfect, right there. You don't get every single one of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then this one. Okay. Loud screeches come by. Anything else you guys want to do?
I didn't
Yeah,
kill
but-
him, so if any of you guys got a range thing long enough,
Uh-huh.
or if you want to move forward.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Here I come.
Okay.
Let's see here. I can go 40. Is that correct?
Yes.
Let me. That puts me here.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of grasp my cane in the middle and just start running towards them.
Okay. Freaking monks. You move over there, Riley?
I'm waiting till Thranduil finish. I'm
Oh,
just
Oh, yeah,
counting my
that's
steps.
all I had on the run.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead follow right behind them.
mm-hmm.
I will order Spooples, Garfunkel, and Mr. Bojangles
Mm-hmm.
to run forward.
Okay.
1, 2, 6, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. No.
And I'm gonna keep Mr. McGee back here with me.
Uh-huh. Got it. Okay. Now we can roll for some initiative.
We're in their range of view.
Shit,
Oh,
I
yeah.
tapped my
Yeah,
foot.
you guys can definitely see this. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay. Not like it matters too much, but
There we go.
this area, this is this is a down tree. There's, if you do wish to take cover, so with these fallen ruins here, same thing as. No, if you could see it and take cover behind it, it will count as cover for you.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
Gotta watch out for those raptor arrows.
Yeah, okay, I rolled those already. Okay, cool. Let me add these guys in there. And make sure I got the right amount. Okay, 4 raptors and big guy. Alright, cool. Just go ahead and add them in real quick. Alright. So, first up in our turn order, Lord Thranduil.
Time to run again. Let's see here. Yep. I will just keep sprinting ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of run right through the broken area of the tree.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Don't you have something that gets you a little bit closer?
Only
Dash?
10 feet.
Oh, okay. Nah, it's one of the barbarian things.
Yeah, I can. Well, if I enter my rage, I can move up to half of my speed, which would 10, 20 still not get me in range to attack this round, and I'd lose my rage.
Ah, right.
So,
All good. Okay. Next up, Ryu-Lee.
Alrighty, so I'm carefully move up
Mm-hmm.
here. I want to try to see if I can roll for stealth.
Yeah, hey, why not? Go ahead. It's the hide action. All right. Any, I'll roll for them if they do, try and spot you. But yeah. So you go ahead and roll and tumble and get yourself to a spot where you can see everybody else, but they can't see you.
And for now, I'm gonna play it easy, and I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, one sec. Alright. Cool. Next up is this raptor. It is the head raptor. So, every one of its kin has now taken some damage. It's gonna scan the area, try and find, try and make a perception check at what's going on. Can't tell where this fireball came from. Can't tell Ryu-Lee hidden back behind the tree. Really only sees Lord Thranduil and orders the rest of the group to begin the hunt. So raises its snout to the air, yells out loud, and yeah. Next up, the skeleton.
Alright, he's gonna continue to move forward as I informed him.
Mm-hmm.
As he dashes forward, and that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay. Now this one will take the left flank.
I guess I'm taking left flank.
I'll see. And that's all it's gonna do. Ghoul.
Ghoul's also gonna do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and dash forward towards the raptor.
You got it. Cool. All right. This raptor taking the right flank. It's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 6. It's gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna advance too much further forward, but definitely being cautious. It can now see Lord Thranduil and the skeleton. And Thrax, you are up.
Alright. Walk forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And as I do, slowly walking forward with his cane or his staff, reaches into his bag and pulls out a silk cocoon that he suspends in the air with one hand as he walks and mumbles to himself the incantation, eventually coming to a stop, and with his other hand off of his staff, drawing a rune around the cocoon itself as it turns black and begins to unravel and sink into the floor and worm its way towards Spooples.
Okay.
Attach itself to Spooples' shadow. As the shadow rips itself off of the ground and attaches itself to the zombie and begins to change and mutate its body, and it grows as I cast Polymorph.
Aha. What are you shifting this thing into?
A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay, more dinosaurs. I'm going to make it this size. I don't remember if I have a thing for it. Let me look real quick. Ah, yeah, T-Rex. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna identify that it is polymorphed. Let's
As it sort of grows and mutates into this form, the shadows begin to drip off of it like tar to reveal this sort of rotting corpse of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oof.
And Thrax just looks over to the raptors and says, "Deal with them."
It launches a massive roar, akin to that of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and is ready for battle. You have bonus actions,
ready?
movement. Oh, you did your movement already, yeah.
Yep, and the bonus action is to command the undead. So that's the end of his turn.
All right. Speaking of commanding undead, you have your skeletal mage.
All right. Mr. McGee is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has a range of 120 feet, but it'll attack the closest one to him because that's the command.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be this one up here.
Okay.
Dark bluish energy begins to radiate inside of the empty rib cage of this skeletal mage as ice crystals begin to form on its hands, and it throws out a cold magic bolt at the raptor.
Okay, hits.
20 hit.
Yes.
Dealing 8 points of cold damage.
Got it. It's raptor here. It begins to advance. Looks to its left and to its right, and then finally looks to the center as a cold blast of magical energy hits it square in the face, dealing 8 damage. Okay.
That'll be the end of that one's turn.
Aha. There we go. Okay. Screeches. Next up, this raptor. This one informing the rest of the pack. It will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and dash 7, 8, 9, putting itself right in front of you, Lord Thranduil. Next up, this raptor recognizes this raptor being shot by some sort of energy, at least taking damage. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get tangled up in some of the vines there as difficult terrain starts to crumble its legs. It's not very smart, but it is in hunt mode currently, and that's as far as it can go. Let me just orient them real quick. Okay. Next up, we have zombie T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it's supposed to attack the closest thing to it, so...
Oh,
it
let
just
me
starts...
give you control.
Yeah, you gotta
this
give me
guy.
command.
Man, yeah, there you are. Thrax.
Alright, so it will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, run up here.
Aha!
As it's got a speed of 50.
Mm-hmm.
let's see. Can you make that sheet available to me?
Oh, well, let's see. Let me see where. Who had this one? That was Adam's character that had it, right?
I
Oh,
don't
wait.
think so.
No, just kidding. Ah! Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay.
Go take a bath.
Ah! Okay.
There we go. All right. So it is going to bite down on this one.
Aha! This raptor looks puzzled, Lord Thranduil, as another dinosaur begins to battle it.
Bye.
Yeah, that will hit.
Does 25 hit?
That will hit. 40 damage.
For 40 piercing damage.
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't a full bite?
And fails its DC. So yeah,
And,
you have it grappled.
So it is grappled.
Yeah. It's in. It's, oh man. Yeah.
As
Give
this
me a favor.
rotting form of a T-Rex comes stomping over with its sort of skin falling off where you can see inside of the jaws. It clamps down on this raptor and starts swinging it around. I cannot use the tail attack on the same enemy,
Right.
and nothing is within 10 feet of him to use the tail attack, so that'll be the end of the T-Rex's turn.
You got it. All right. Whoa. Hold on. Where'd you go?
It was
Yeah.
my turn.
Yeah.
I was just raring to go.
Wait. Hold on.
You might have accidentally deleted him off of the turn order.
No, I'm further down.
Okay.
Set it back to descending.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
All right.
All right, without even breaking stride, as I'm running and this creature comes up to me and gets snatched out from right in front of me and shaking around, I run straight underneath him.
Okay.
Still going at my full movement speed where I enter my rage.
Mm-hmm.
I start to frenzy,
Okay.
and I do my instinctive pounce. Is that the one?
Yeah,
Let me
that
see.
gets you closer.
No, I can
once
move
you-
up to another half my speed, so I
Yeah,
can go
once you
60
activate
feet,
your rage. Yep.
which puts me right here.
Ah! You going straight for the... Okay.
Like I said, I don't even break my stride as I see that dinosaur picked up.
Aha.
Go right underneath them, beelining straight for it. Let's see here. Instinctive pounce, frenzy,
Mm-hmm.
to reckless attack.
Okay.
2, I burn 1 charge to get psyched up.
Okay. So you have a extra bonus attack until the end of your next, or bonus action until the next.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So at that point, I then do, for my first attack,
Mm-hmm.
I go with staggering strike, burning 4 charges
You got
with
it.
my 2-handed swing.
Aha. Yeah, that hurt. That'll hit too. Rolling for his save. Makes the save.
Okay.
But still, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he takes all the damage.
Yep. Second attack.
All right, let's see here. For my second attack, I am going to burn 3 charges
Okay.
And rain down with a forceful strike.
All right. 25 will hit. Let's see. And for that one, he fails.
So knocking it prone and stunned, or not
That's-
stunned.
Yeah, just it has 0 movement speed. Yeah. Can't go anywhere.
Okay. And then for my bonus action,
Yes. Okay.
we're gonna go with Giant Killer.
Okay. So yeah, you made your 10 feet of movement towards him. Oh, well.
There you go.
And with that, I throw my cane to the ground and I just lay into him with my fists.
Yeah, I'm sure you planned all this to happen this way. That is some huge opening salvo, and then now your curse kicks in.
20. Yeah, so I just did 75 points of damage to him.
Okay.
And that would be the that'd be the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've burned your 2 bonus actions.
Yep.
Attack, extra attack, and movement. So yeah, that now you have your fists, or this one has your fists to deal with, and it can't move. So speed still 0 until the end of your next turn. Very.
You got it.
Quite the opening sequence there. Okay. Oh, hold on. What? Every time I hit next, it skips the. Let me put it back here. Okay, Ryu-Lee, you're up.
Alrighty. Noticing the whole entire situation,
Aha.
I am going to use my bonus action first.
Okay.
And I'm going to drink this magical brew on my staff.
Okay. You have Breath of Fire.
Alrighty. And within that 15 feet cone, gonna release a deadly fire attack at the raptor in front of me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You just want to hit this one raptor, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's tangled inside the
Yeah.
Wait, should I roll that on advantage?
No, well, he just tripped over it. Yeah. Well, it's a dex save, so there's no advantage rolling on it. I can, however, have him roll at disadvantage for this save. So he's gonna roll 2d20. Pick the lower of the 2. Either way, he's gonna fail, taking 10 points of fire damage. Describe how this goes down.
So as I see the raptor tripped over, I chuckle, just standing stealth nonchalantly, take a quick sip, and conjure up enough key mixture with the sip, and release a fiery breath of wind towards him.
You got it. This raptor screeches as it takes 10 points of fire damage. And you still have your movement and action, because that was a bonus action and reaction.
Alrighty. My next movement, I'm going to, with all my power from my legs, come out of my position, do a front flip.
Okay.
Lands. Oh. I'm going to land right here.
Okay.
Coming down out of the air with 2 hands, I'm going to smack the hell out of this.
Aha! All right. 21 hits, dealing 13 bludgeoning damage. You now have an extra attack.
Alrighty. And And switching my staff to one hand, I'm gonna come around with a left swing.
Okay, 20 hits. Alright, so you jump into the air, crouch down, land an overhand two-handed overhead strike to this raptor, spin around and extend to your left, knocking it again silly for a total of 25 points of damage. Damn, you guys are hitting hard today.
And that will end my turn.
Aha.
Where did you land? Are
Right
you
here.
still right here?
Yeah, my staff has a 10-foot reach. Therefore, I can stay out of
Okay,
his
cool.
range.
Good. I was just making sure where you were because it
Yeah.
might change my plans of what I was planning on doing next.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep a wide view of the whole battlefield.
Aha.
I just didn't want to get you caught in it.
Oh, that's okay. I got a couple of good.
I got something.
I got something to keep myself out the way.
All right. That should be your full turn, yes?
Yeah, that is
Okay.
my full
2
turn.
attacks, bonus action, and reaction, and movement. Cool. All right. Next up is man, this raptor is pretty hurt. So the matriarch yells out. It's like, hey. Oh well, sorry, can't understand. I'm trying to give it a voice. It's just like, wait, these are raptors. So yeah, it's going to roll an attack against you, Lord Thranduil.
Clever girl.
Oh God! All right, rolls a crit.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
damn.
that creature knocked prone?
Oh yeah, it's still attacks.
Yeah, you can still attack from prone.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. All right. It's gonna roll some damage.
It's ranged attacks that have disadvantage when you're prone.
Yeah.
Dealing total 14 damage. Piercing
Oh,
damage.
I almost-
Because he's raging.
Yeah. So you get 7 points of damage.
I almost felt that.
Yeah. You knock it to the ground. It snaps at your ankle. Your leather boot takes most of the damage, but then you feel just a little bit of those teeth sinking into your leg, and it just angers you. But yeah, that's really all it can do. It can't move. Well, it's gonna attempt to get up. Use half of its movement, but really can't really go anywhere. Next up, skeleton.
Alright. Bojangles is gonna 1, 2, run to the 3. Run to the closest enemy to it, as it was commanded,
Aha.
and take a swing at this raptor that a T-Rex has in its jaws
Yeah.
with its magical +1 warhammer.
Hey. It's Gorgrim's Warhammer. 27 will hit.
Does a 27 hit?
Yes, sir.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage?
Okay. What? Okay. It's looking critical. it's all your guys' openers have hurt these raptors significantly. Does it get another
That's
attack,
all,
or is it
that's
just
all
one?
he can do.
Oh, okay.
No,
Cool.
no, he just gets the one. So that's the end of his turn.
Yeah. This raptor up here We'll see its compatriot get hit by some fire and go on. 2, 3. Whoa. 4, 5. Just circle around.
So, does it do that in such a way that it does not proc an attack of opportunity from Garfunkel?
He's keeping in tight. He doesn't recognize the is it zombie, right? Or ghoul?
That's a ghoul.
Yeah. Doesn't recognize it as an actual threat. So kind of just ignores it and goes around. So if you know what? Since it's not really paying attention to it, go ahead and make an attack.
All right.
Yeah, the advantage of having dead things, it's like, well, that smells dead. So
Does a 13 hit?
no, does not hit.
Alright, so
Yeah.
goes to bite at it as it runs by and he misses.
Yeah, it's so focused on Ryu-Lee right now, doesn't even notice that your ghoul took a bite at it or attempted
And now
to.
it's in our flank.
What's up?
And now it's in our flank.
Yeah, you'd have to be here, but you can still move for it. Yeah,
That
so it's
changes what I was going to do.
Raptor's gonna take a strike at you, Riley. 12 misses.
Yep.
Alright. You have a react. Oh, you used your reaction. Never mind. Just kidding. Ghoul, your turn.
Alright. It's going to attack the closest thing to it,
Aha.
as it's been ordered to, which is that same raptor.
Yes.
So it's going to attempt to bite it again.
Okay.
It's a 21 hit.
Yes. You see its teeth lashing out Ryu-Lee in different directions, but this one hits. Roll damage.
12 piercing damage.
That's the one with the
Yep, DC
Paralyzed.
10 Constitution saving.
Oh,
throw.
okay.
So he passes.
Alright. Bites yeah. Where does it bite this thing down?
As it sort of moves around him, he tries to bite it first and misses.
Uh-huh.
And now that it's focusing on Ryu-Lee, probably gets a good bite on the tail
Uh-huh.
as it's turned away from the ghoul.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It just takes a chunk of like flesh out of the
Right.
raptor's tail.
This raptor, if it could convey confusion, it is definitely confused. It yells out, it's like, what just bit me? Alright. Is that the end of the ghoul's turn?
Yep, it only gets one
Okay.
attack.
Okay, this raptor is gonna see a little bit of this in this direction. Go ahead and decide to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks over to the left. That's just like, this might be a bigger threat, and turns its focus to the T-Rex, but uses its movement completely. We bring it up back to Thrax.
Alright. Going to 1, 2. Yeah, that'll work. So he's going to step there, plant his staff into the ground, and then with his hands, with his index and middle finger pointing outward and his other fingers curled in, start to move both of his hands through the air, collecting static electricity as he does, moving in a fluid pattern between as lightning arcs between the two tips of his fingers, until he gathers up enough, steps forward, thrusting his hand forward with the two fingers pointing, and his other two back as a lightning bolt shoots out of the tip of his two front fingers.
Aha!
Right there. Hitting these two raptors.
They both fail. Roll damage.
Wow, did that not do the damage? Oh, hold on. This might not be coded. Yeah, this isn't coded correctly.
Okay.
Give me a quick second.
Yeah, it's roll 8d6. Unless you want to upcast it.
8d6. Lightning.
Let me see if I
Dexterity
have
save.
this.
Higher level casting. 1d6. Okay. Done. Here we go.
Aha. No. Oh.
29 points of lightning damage.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 sec. I think where is this at? Oh, there it is. All right, play it. Ah, cool. So I just wanted to. All right.
Yeah. As he throws off a lightning bolt like a fucking lightning bender.
Aha. Okay, cool. Let me calculate their HP real quick. Okay. The raptor in the rear is nearly disintegrated. The raptor in the front is definitely feeling the effects. It got lit on fire and then shot with a lightning bolt. And then hit a few times. So that's not having the best day.
I'll finish my move, so it's 2, 4, 5, and take cover behind this tree.
Aha. Okay.
As I'll tell my...
Roll a perception check. Okay.
16.
So, as you cast your lightning bolt, and the bright flash coming from your fingertips over towards the raptors, that gives you enough light to see another creature right next to you.
Oh god, one of these things.
Right. As a Dilophosaurus no longer is able to hide itself, the flash of lightning actually blinds it temporarily, and you can see it's having some problems around its eyes as that sudden bright flash of lightning bothers it significantly, revealing its location to you.
Okay. So yeah, I'll still take cover behind this tree, hoping that maybe it didn't see me go there
Right.
as the bright light went off.
Yeah, it's currently blind,
No.
so it's relying on its sight for the most part. But yeah, is that the end of your round? Or
I
turn?
use my bonus action to continue to tell my undead to take care of these dinosaurs.
You got it. All right.
That'll
Speaking
be the end of
of,
his turn.
yeah, undead. Oh, yeah, come on.
So it was Mr. McGee's turn next. He's going to
There.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Mhm.
and throw another cold bolt at the same one he's been attacking.
Okay. 13 misses.
13 misses.
Yes.
And then he's also going to take cover behind this tree.
You got it. All right. You wait. Huh.
We share the same initiative, so it just mixed us up. So it's
Okay.
it's the grappled dinosaur's turn.
Yay. Okay. Got it. So, it's currently hurt. Has to attempts to roll out at disadvantage.
Yeah, it can attempt to get out of the grapple or it can try to attack.
Yeah, that fails, and it's pretty much just gonna accept its fate at this point. And then this one, it's kind of hurt. Well, I wouldn't say kind. It's critical. It begins to retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and because it use its dash action to retreat back and protect its matriarch. That's all it can do. We have zombie T-Rex.
It's going to bite the one it's currently holding in its mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an 18 hit.
Yes. Roll damage.
28 points of piercing damage.
That thing is dead.
Food.
Yeah.
As he just bites down, you hear a sickening crack as it snaps its entire spine in half. Ripping its head around, the bottom half of the body goes flying as it gets cut by the teeth. And the T-Rex just swallows the other half. As it's gonna then go here. And spin it's tail around to smack this one.
Got it. Hits.
Is it 29 hit?
Yeah. 15 bludgeoning.
15 points of bludgeoning.
All right. Whoop. All right. It is looking critical.
And it will use the rest of its movement to close the distance between that one.
You got it. All right. Next up, Lord Thranduil.
Yeah, this is going to be ugly as hell.
Okay.
All right, so a bit of my boot. I kind of kick it off me. I see the other one come up behind me.
Mm-hmm. Now you can tell that one's on its last legs. It's just cowering back to its matriarch.
Yeah, so I go ahead and get psyched up again.
Okay.
And then, you know what? Fuck them. I'm going to do it. I go ahead and move myself about 15 feet back.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and opportunity attack me.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
All right. That's for the matriarch.
That hits.
Okay, and then I'll roll for the other raptor. Misses. Okay, so it's the matriarch. Uh, 11 piercing, halved, 5 piercing damage.
No problem.
Alright.
Alright, at that point, now that I'm psyched up.
Aha. Link that ability real quick for the audience.
Oh, yeah, sure. Right here.
Okay.
Gotcha. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to then run straight at the matriarch.
Aha.
Now I'm going to drop a giant killer.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
So now just
That'll
for
work.
those keeping count at home, that's my first attack.
Yes.
Okay, we peel those charges off. And then... Where am I here? Yes. Okay, so for my second attack...
Aha. Okay.
For my first bonus action...
Uh-huh. Okay.
And for my bonus action from getting psyched up...
Uh-huh.
I just start raining down blows on the matriarch, landing a total of...
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
55 and 17, 65, 72 points of damage.
Yeah.
Just pummeling it in the skull over and over again until I can feel it give way, and it feels like I'm punching a pillow.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. This one... This one here, it shrieks out to the other raptors that their matriarch is now slain. But for whatever that's gonna do, you have in front of you a matriarch which you just dispatched. All right. That's your whole turn?
Let's see here if I got anything else I can do. Yep, that'll be it for me.
All right. Okay. Next up, Ryu-Lee. Up right next to you. Yeah. He just saw a giant T-Rex swipe its tail, and you're like, oh, is this on my side?
Well, this thing is still standing in front of me and still standing.
Still alive, yes.
So I'm going to plant my feet down, get in a nice stance, and strike hard.
Okay.
Oh.
16 hits. Passes. So it's what, not stunned, right? If it
Yeah.
okay.
It's not stunned, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you hit hard for 6 bludgeoning damage, attempting to manipulate its inner key. However, it shrugs off your attack. Next attack.
Cool.
All right. Hit again. 5 bludgeoning damage.
And then I'm gonna conjure up more strength.
All right. You inhale deeply as key energy fills you. You feel the rush and the ability to land 2 more unarmed strikes.
So I go flying elbow first.
Okay, hits.
I grab a different position and come down with a beautiful axe kick.
Haha, definitely hits.
There you go.
Okay, let's calculate this damage. Plus 9, plus 5, then plus 6. 33 points of damage. Your flurry is more than enough to vanquish this raptor. Go ahead and describe how you do this.
Okay. After attempting to stun the beast, I then noticed that certain hits wasn't giving way, so I focused more key into my swings and unleashed devastating blows while dropping an axe kick straight to its skull, pinning his head to the ground.
Aha. All right. That is
I just kind of step and squish.
Uh-huh.
like scraping a bug off my boot.
I see, I see. Hey, you guys are, you're starting to take form from Lord Thranduil's examples. God, it's like, I call this technique the Raging Demon.
And that will
Alright.
end my turn.
Okay. We have the skeleton next to a dead raptor, but also close to a live one. This one right here.
So it is skeletons, or Bojangles' turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to move towards the closest enemy to it. And take a swipe at this raptor with its +1 Warhammer.
Uh-huh. Ouch.
Ooh, miss horribly.
Yeah. It attempts to do an overhead swing coming down from 12 to 6, and the weight of the Warhammer kind of buckles one of its shoulders, and it just drops the Warhammer.
Well, that's the end of his turn.
Yeah. Dead. Next. Dead. Next. Ghoul.
Alright, Garfunkel is going to
This one
see
here.
this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is just enough to get within range of an attack.
Yeah, make the attack at advantage since it is blind.
Alright,
17.
17.
Passes. Yes, go ahead, roll damage. 13 piercing
13
damage.
points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
That's the end of his turn.
Got it. Alright. Okay. Next up. Raptor. It's gonna turn around. Notice this skeleton. Sniff at it. And move on.
It didn't actually attack him.
No, yeah. 2, 3, yeah. 4.
You said that
6.
Bojangles dropped the Warhammer, right?
Yeah, he dropped his
Okay.
+1 war.
Okay, so I wouldn't have it in my hand to do an attack of opportunity, so he won't.
Yeah. He sniffs again and can't really pinpoint. It's like it's seeing bodies, but it's not smelling any threat. So it's just gonna stand there confused. And yeah. Skeletal Mage.
It's going to see this thing coming close and
Mm-hmm.
attack the closest thing to it. So it's going to throw a cold bolt at it.
Hits.
26 to hit.
7 piercing
For
damage.
7 points of cold damage.
Aha. Oh,
That's
yeah.
cold.
Okay. Okay. As
And it will attempt to get away from this thing since it's not within attack range yet. So it'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
got it. All right. With the mastery you have over undeath, it is now your turn, Thrax. We can see the
Seeing this
raptor.
thing get close.
Uh
What's this one looking like?
huh. Which one? The raptor?
Yeah, the one closest to him.
It's still looking fairly healthy. It's looking directly at you, but it can't tell you're alive or not. it's sniffing and puzzled that it sees something like a silhouette, like your character, but it doesn't smell like a heartbeat or or anything of
Blood.
such. Yeah, right. So it's looking
Right.
at you very confused. However, this one here turns towards
seeing-
your... Yeah.
Is that one still blinded?
It's shaking it off. It when it got bit, it turns towards your ghoul. So it's definitely
Okay.
focused its attention on your ghoul.
Let's see what I can do.
Yeah, it's choices.
Nah, they're too far apart. Alright, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get over here.
Hmm.
And fuck it. Let's go hard in the paint.
Okay.
Looking at you know what? This one seems a little bit more dangerous to me at the moment, especially where I'm positioned. So looking at this one,
Okay.
he's going to plant his staff in the ground and begin to pull from the ground itself this sickening blackish green, almost viscous energy as all the plants around him begin to wither and die, and almost a sort of like plague begins to seep into the ground around him as he pulls this energy out of the earth, collects it into his hand, and throws this bolt at this guy here,
Hmm.
as he is going to cast.
Yeah.
Favorite.
That's a huge spell. And fails, taking all of that
27
necrotic
points of necrotic damage.
damage. Yeah. It shrieks out and what is clearly some nasty pain. As you kind of dehydrate it slightly, or massively, I should say, and it takes some pretty massive damage there.
The skin around where the bolt hits it begins to turn black and rot away. As you can see, black lines begin to move out through its body as if the infection seeps into its blood.
Huh. Oof. Yeah. Now with
That'll be
that,
the end of my turn.
okay. It yells out, and then the other two come out
sorry.
from... Oh, what's that?
As a bonus action, I command my undead to continue attacking.
You got it. Two others. As it's shriek. Alerts the others that there is definitely now a threat. Gosh, yeah. So I'm gonna add these guys to the turn order real quick.
Mhm.
Okay, and one more. Seven. 12. Man, Roll20 is running pretty slow today. Their servers must have gotten hit by a storm or something. I'll add them in after the end of this round here.
Gotcha.
So back down to a 6. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. We got Raptor dead. Raptor 3 HP. Zombie T-Rex So you have your T-Rex.
All right, let's see. 25 feet, 20 feet. 1, 2, 4. 10 feet, 10 feet. Sweet, perfect. It is going to do a bite attack on this raptor.
Okay.
Normal bite attack, because both of its attacks have a range of 10 feet.
Uh-huh. Oh, that hurts.
Whoa.
Yeah. it's like a 4d12 or some shit.
For 51 points of piercing damage.
Yeah. I mean, it fights off the grapple, but damn, did that hurt. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hold on.
So it's not, yeah, so it's not grappled, and then against this thing, it's going to use its tail attack and slam its tail down onto it.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit it?
Hold on one sec. Let me calculate this. Roll 20 is lagging here. And then you want to come back down with the tail swipe, yeah?
Against this one, because I have to use the tail on a different enemy.
Oh. Okay.
Isn't that one 20 feet away?
Yeah, you're trying to hit this one?
It's. I see it right here.
Oh. No, yeah. Roll. I had to move it.
I see it there.
Yeah, I moved it slightly
that's
because I had to add the turn. Screen wasn't big enough. But yeah, it's up here. You still have movement though, so if you want to go ahead and move.
I still have moved. Because
Alright.
this one isn't grappled,
Yeah.
it will 1, 2, 3 move there.
Yeah, 15 will hit.
Is that-
Go ahead. Roll damage.
Okay.
Whew.
22 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Okay. Yeah. got some dinosaur on dinosaur action going on here.
And that'll be the end of the T-Rex's turn.
Yeah, okay. Let me bring it up to the top of the round. Actually, hold on. Give me one sec. Let me just send this. And, okay, Lord Thranduil, go ahead.
Let's see here. Yeah, I take a step towards this creature and swing my fist.
Uh-huh. Well, that'll do it. You rolling at advantage? 16 will hit.
Because of which one is it that does this?
Oh, you're using Reckless?
Yeah, I've been in reckless attack and frenzy.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright. It's 22 will hit. It's pretty much dead. So, describe how...
punch it.
Yeah.
I just start to run past it towards I hear some more things happening in the other direction.
Uh-huh.
So I pretty much just run past it and just like kind of do a haymaker on the back of its head as I do.
Okay.
30, 40. That'll be my movement.
You got it. All right. Anything else you...
That's all I got at that point.
Okay. Closing into the rest of the enemies here. All right. Ryu-Lee.
Oof. Okay, let's see here. How far along is this guy?
Oh, which one? This guy?
Yeah,
As far as damage is concerned,
yeah.
yeah, it's taking a beating. It's still, I wouldn't say healthy, but capable.
Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna move around to this guy's flank.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sum up all my strength to pin this thing down.
Oh boy. All right. That will hit, and let's see if it can save. It cannot. It is stunned.
So as I ran up on the side of it, I just kind of do a weird throw of my fist and just do like a downward punch
Mm-hmm.
just to knock him down. Now begin the flailing.
Okay. I,
Let's see.
it's like you have advantage in all your hits.
All is down. I'm gonna come up with with my legs stretching up high and then come down with a axe kick.
Okay. 15 will hit. 7 bludgeoning damage.
Then with another downward punch.
Okay. 26 will hit. Additional 10 damage. Oh, you're using your flurry of blows, yeah?
That was just my first two. I haven't done my bonus action yet.
Oh, okay. So you have
Now
your
I'm using
first
flurry.
two. Okay. So yeah, your stunning strike counts as an attack. So you'll
Okay,
have
yeah.
one after that, and then if you flurry, you'll have 2 more. So you'll have just 1 more attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. Then I'm gonna come down with another axe kick.
All right, 20. Total 5 plus 10, 15, 7, 20, 22, plus 10, 32 damage. Let's see where it's at. Oh, okay. It's critical. And stunned until the next, the end of your next turn, right?
Yep. And that will end my turn.
Okay. It would screech if it could, but as soon as you hit it with your stunning strike, it just limps over. This one here. I recognize a raptor and actually go towards it. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dashes and begins to engage with the raptor. Next up, skeleton. Can they make like perception checks and stuff or no?
Yeah, wildlife can make perception checks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah, with your skeleton here.
Oh, for the skeleton.
Yeah.
Gotcha. He's not super great at it. 8.
8. Okay. Yeah. Nothing just yet. But yeah, so go ahead. Continue its actions.
He's gonna pick up his fucking warhammer again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Aha. Taking
And try to
advantage.
attack the zombie.
Taking advantage of the action that's happening.
Seeing that it's being attacked by something else. 26 hit.
Yes, 26 will hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Alright. For 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. It is definitely critical. That's the end of its turn.
It'll be at the end of Bojangle's turn.
Alright. Ghoul.
It's going to continue to keep attacking this one in front of him.
Uh-huh.
That's the stunned one, right?
That's it.
Unleash
So it's going
Mavic.
to take a bite attack with advantage.
Uh-huh. And
24 to hit.
yeah. Unless you roll... Yeah. It's dead.
10 piercing.
Yeah, it had 4 HP. So, gotta describe how
As it
this is done.
sees that this thing is stunned and sort of still reeling from the hit that Ryu-Lee did on it, it just walks up to it, uses its hand to like rip away the frill on its neck and just sink its teeth into its esophagus, ripping out its windpipe with its mouth.
Uh-huh. Oh, man. It just digs into its throat and just like, pulls that shit out.
Yeah.
Alright. This one here, it will engage the T-Rex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh, 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Uh, 9 damage.
Let's see. T-Rex has 136 HP, minus 9.
So 127.
Yep, so I'm at 127 HP.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it's getting brave attacking something higher in the food chain. Next up, this raptor. It's really on its last breath. It's gonna turn around and well, no, it's focused on this guy. Can't really sniff out life force on a skeleton.
On a pile of bones.
Yeah, so it's gonna attack the 7 misses, and we're up at you, Thrax. What you got?
Might as well help move this along. Centered right here, so
Uh-huh.
it'll hit this one, it'll hit my T-Rex, it'll hit this one, it'll hit the raptor.
Okay.
He reaches back into his pouch, throws up another cloud of yellowish powder, draws that symbol, claps his hands into powder to create the small mote of fire that he throws out to cast another fireball.
Uh-huh. Whoop, shit. Wrong one, sorry. Objects. Yeah, I can't move this
It's centered
fireball
right
for
here.
order. But, yeah.
It's centered right here, so this one, the T-Rex, this one, and... Oops, sorry. Yeah, there we go. I'll roll for the T-Rex, but he's got enough HP, he can take a fireball.
Yeah. They all
Failed.
fail.
Alright. So they all take 24 points of fire damage,
Okay.
which will bring me down... Which will bring me down to 103 HP for the T-Rex.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Getting
So...
close, getting dicey.
This one gets cooked. Ah. The raptor to the south is now ashes. These two, they've taken a significant hit for sure. And they yell out and yeah, they're not happy about it. Bonus action.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Avoiding these tanglings. Bonus action, he will command his undead to finish these off so we can continue our shit.
You got it. Alright, Skeletal Mage.
It's going to attack the closest one to it with a Cold Blast.
Oh, yeah.
Is it 27 hit?
Was inspired by your spell casting there. A total of 15 damage.
15 points of cold damage.
Let's see.
Just burn the shit out of this thing and now freeze it.
Alright.
As it will 1, 2, 3 continue to follow Thrax. And that'll be the end of Mr. McGee's turn.
You got it. This one here is dead. Is dead. There we go. This one here is also dead. Back down to T-Rex.
One, 2, 3. It's going to bite down on this one.
Okay.
Do a bite attack.
Oh boy.
It's a 15 hit.
Yeah, 15 hits.
25 points of piercing damage.
And is now grappled. 25.
And the other one is too far out of my range, so I cannot use my tail attack on that one. That'll be the end of the T-Rex's turn, as it just bites down and holds on the neck of this this frilled dinosaur.
Okay. This dinosaur, this T-Rex, is living up to its name, the Tyrannosaurus, literally top of the food chain, just destroying everything.
Tyrannosaurus spooples.
Lord Thranduil. I'm sure you're impressed at the display of everything that is happening.
Oh, yeah, no, I love seeing that scene unfold in front of me.
And before anything continues, roll a perception check.
Well, I'm raged?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
look at that.
Wow.
You know what?
Okay.
Even with my bad advantage, that shouldn't have been. That's fine. Yeah, I don't see shit. I'm still raged.
Continue.
All right, being raged as I am, and wanting to stay enraged,
You gonna take a swipe at the skeleton here?
shit, would that count? It's got to be a hostile, doesn't it?
No, you can attack anything.
No, you just have to attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that. I assume that hits, right?
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
Yep, I pop him for
Because
13
it's
points of
bludgeoning
damage.
damage.
Yeah, it takes a little bit more.
Because it's bludgeoning damage, it's doubled, because Bojangles is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Whoops.
Yeah, so, takes.
Sorry, man, 26 points of damage there for you.
He's gone.
Oh, are you kidding me? Is that weak?
Bojangles.
Even with me raising its HP as a necromancer, like skeletons don't have a lot of HP.
We're gonna have to find Mr. Bojangles too now. My bad.
No, it's fine. He's a skeleton. He's still a pile of bones on the floor. I can just reanimate him at the end of the turn.
Right.
Sweet.
Okay.
Let's see here. I think that is all I have. I don't think I have anything. It's
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's save that one for next time. Yeah, that's all I got this time.
All right. Just a little collateral damage, no biggie.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Riley.
Alrighty. Seeing how things are progressing, and Spooples have this other beast in its mouth.
Uh-huh.
I'm
You
going
can
to
still
then.
attack it if it's grappled.
Yeah, it just has him pinned down to the ground. Its jaws around its neck.
Yeah.
That's fine. That gives me the advantage.
Yep.
Alrighty. Seeing that, focus my key once again, and I tell Spooples to look alive, and hurl a key of energy straight from my fist.
Okay. So you're hurling it at who? Which one?
This one right here.
Okay.
The one that Spoobles has pinned.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
It has a 20-foot range, and it's right in range.
Yeah. I'll definitely hit.
And being beyond level 5, that gives me a second one to throw.
Yes.
This is my version of the Eldritch Blast.
your key blast. All right. Yeah. Let's see if that's enough. Okay. Let me calculate it real quick.
I haven't even begun the fun yet.
It is now critical.
Alrighty. Now I'm gonna make my movement.
Okay. You got flurry of blows. You have to use a weapon attack for that one, right?
And no, that was a no-hand attack.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still no-handed right now. Weaponless right now. So where is it? Okay.
Well, if you do 4 points of damage, that'll be it.
Trying to see what can I end this with. Alright. For the fun and hell of it. Alrighty, let's do this. So what I'm gonna do is saying that it got pinned, and saying that Spoople's just kind of have it in its belly grass. I'm gonna pounce up and come hard down with the people's elbow.
The people's elbow. Okay. So, Spoobles has its has this Dilophosaurus wrapped up in its jaws, pinned down against the ground. You leap off of the snout of the T-Rex, getting some air, and then just dropping the elbow right at the skull of this Dilophosaurus.
And just hearing the crunch right under it.
With the people's elbow. The panda's elbow. Alright, you gotta name that something, right?
Right.
You gotta give it some flair. That's awesome though. And that is definitely the end of its existence here on Azeron.
I still have one more hit and still 30 feet, no, 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. Pick your
It-
target. There's really only one left.
uh, yeah, not getting far. And I only have one more. So I'm gonna move.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
All right. We see Lord Thranduil and Master Lee closing in on this last Dilophosaurus. This just can't be good. Guy. This one here. Realizes the raptor is dead. Also taking a fireball. Will go up north and engage the T-Rex.
Alright.
Took the bait.
Shit, I'm worried.
Yeah, no. It's reeling off the fireball attack and misses. Tries to attack from behind, but then this T-Rex's reflexes are just superior. Ghoul.
Let's see. Can Garfunkel get down there? You can get close enough.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to do a bite attack.
So he fails. Oh. Okay, it doesn't hit though, huh?
Yeah, he misses the attack.
Okay. Yeah. Slumps on over. There's a lot of action going on. Attempts to bite down and just does not hit.
Yeah, that's fine.
This one is dead. This one is dead. Thrax, your turn.
Seeing that this is the only one left and wanting to get this over with, he's not going to waste too much magic on this one as he just creates black shadowy ribbons in his hands and throws out 2 shadow ribbons at the last remaining dinosaur.
Hits.
17 hit.
Yes.
For 12 points of necrotic damage.
Alright.
And another 17 for another 14 points of necrotic damage.
Man, that thing does some damage. Alright. 26 points damage total.
Yep. Now, as a bonus action, he'll say, hurry up and finish this thing off. We have things to do.
The skeletons give you the best yes they can. Skeleton mage.
Mr. McGee is going to throw another cold bolt at this thing. Just 13 hit.
No, just too much of the
Miss it.
commotion. Shoots wide. Next up.
That's the end of his turn.
All right,
Schmoobbles.
T-Rex. Yeah.
Let's take a fucking bite out of this thing.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah.
21
That will hit.
for 24 points of piercing damage.
Saves the grapple, but definitely is hurt.
That'll be the end of his turn.
Aha. Okay. Lord Thranduil.
Well, there's only one way to do it, and that's when you're psyched up. So
Aha.
I run straight along this felled tree,
Okay.
leap up, planting my left foot on it, and redirecting all my energy to the right as I come in with a flying fist.
Okay.
Hitting
Hits.
for 13 points.
Uh-huh. Still alive.
And then, landing on the ground, I bring my right fist up with an uppercut.
Hits. Okay.
Still alive?
Still alive.
All right, recovering from the uppercut. I go ahead and throat punch the fucking thing.
Okay. Critical.
And with my extra bonus action, I will go ahead and try to hit it right as hard as I can in the side of the head.
Oh
Oh
no!
my god, look at that, a double fail.
Oh no!
Gnarly.
Oh, what is that? You have any
Much
inspiration?
for me to finish this.
You know what? I do have an inspiration.
Okay.
There is no way I'm going to
It's
really
like-
ever
No,
fail
hell
on that.
no.
It is-
All
we go.
right. Okay. Now, how do you want to do this?
I think I described it exactly as it happened, sir.
Just whole lot of throat punching, overhead, uppercuts, and
And the final crack in the side of the head is what goes ahead and sends it to oblivion.
it's just you
After
are
missing the punch,
yeah
rage you more.
you are literally punching a 10-foot tall, 15-foot wide dinosaur like it's it's not even a dinosaur. And it just crumbles over. Real quick, roll another perception check.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, still nothing. But that is the end of this iteration of combat. Wonderfully done. Y'all are an incredible team. And now the dinosaurs have been dealt with. Well, what's a more family-friendly way of saying, schmitz and giggles? For
I guess you could just say that.
Schmitz and giggles. For Schmitz and giggles, Spoobles yells out a loud T-Rex roar, acknowledging or making it known to others that they must acknowledge the king of the jungle. And what you guys hear is a bunch of other dinosaurs kind of just scatter away from the area, now knowing that there's pretty much the top of the food chain around there. They're like, well, it's time for us to move.
Hearing that, I got one finger in my ear since I'm standing right next to
Yeah,
them.
right. Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
I exit my rage, kind of put my hands on my knees and take a couple of deep breaths.
Got it. Now, while you guys are there, give me one sec to set this up real quick.
I'm going to do is pull out a bottle of wine
Okay.
and toast with Mr. Thranduil.
Oh, well, look at that. While you
Cheers.
toast, you hear from the southernmost end, three people yell out. As they yell out, however, suddenly they fall to the ground as what you can only assume as arrows pierce the rear behind their heart, and they all drop to the ground and die.
Fucking Kreet.
But yes, from that distance you can tell that there's definitely arrows that have gone into them. They are no longer alive. However, the rest of you are safe. Discuss what just happened here.
So right now,
That's useful.
popping open a cork of this beautiful champagne that Lord Thranduil's butler brought. I was like, that was some fearsome battle,
Mm-hmm.
and pour 2 cups
I
of
raise my
whatever vengeance
glass,
you have.
say, "Well done, raccoon." That was definitely getting the blood pumping. Uh,
Yeah, because I don't
I
know about you, but this drink is gonna go down smooth.
I'm gonna come over and inspect Bojangles' body and see if the damage to the overall skeleton can be salvaged, since it was bludgeoning damage and it is vulnerable to it, or if I need to find a new skeleton.
It
You might have 3 new bodies right there.
Well, yeah, that's why I said, well, that's
Yeah.
useful, because I have 3 new bodies I can pull a skeleton out of if I need to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how would you guys roll on this one? This is something I've never come across before.
You know what? You're going to give it a percentage
As
chance, and then just roll against that percentage. So
Okay.
you'd say,
as
okay,
a
it took
as a
really bad.
DM myself, in this situation, because it was one shot
Uh-huh.
with damage that it was vulnerable to, I'd say that like too many of the bones are probably shattered.
Okay. I'll give it a percentile either way. Out of 20.
Especially knowing Lord Thranduil and how strong he is.
Yeah, it's pretty much done. So
I will take the clothes off of it,
mhm.
as well as its +1 Warhammer,
Okay.
and I'll see these new, fresh, unbroken bodies down here that I can take.
Oh man.
I pat Ryu-Lee on the shoulder quick, and I point over towards where the matriarch is.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, "Raccoon, would you retrieve my cane, please?" And I start to head towards the bodies with Thrax.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, no
really
question.
quick,
I just smile.
really quick, Ryu-Lee, go ahead and roll perception.
Uh,
You notice that I said please.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
and then that's why I smiled, and I started walking.
All right. Yes. Lord Thranduil, Thrax, you recognize these guys as more syndicate mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to take advantage of the fight, but somehow weren't able to get there in time because their war party started getting picked off one by one by, well, some mysterious force.
Yeah, I'm more interested in what shot them than I am them.
That is.
And I am gonna keep Spooples as a T-Rex for the full hour.
Yeah. There is nothing around you. Not even butterflies are going by. They hail to the king. But yes, you wish to use one of the bodies, and Lord Thranduil, you can definitely tell those are Kreet's arrows.
Nice.
You looking for something, Ryu?
Yes. While gathering a cane, I want to break off a rare item of the matriarch, because I'm also doing trading, so I need a claw or something.
Very, very wise. Yes, roll a survival check. Do you have a knife or anything like that on you?
Just my cook utensils.
Okay.
Or then again, I can break anything off with my hands.
Yeah. Right now you attempt to rip off a claw, but you have no real knowledge of the anatomy of raptors. This is probably actually the first time you've seen them. However, you do have someone who's been alive for a very long time that could possibly help you.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna ask Thrax if he can help.
Aha.
I'm sort of looking over these bodies here, seeing which one will be suitable for me to make the new Bojangles out of.
2.0.
I did not expect Bojangles to be the first of my zone.
Oh,
My
really?
roles to be. Yes.
You know, I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, God damn it, that's the only thing within range.
Alright.
Like I said, it's totally fine. I can make a new one without too much hassle. But I expected like Garfunkel or Spooples to be the first of them.
Yeah.
Spooples came from. I love the name.
It was actually really cool because these raptors could not sense a life force, so they kind of just didn't bother with. That's like such a huge advantage fighting animals, you know. Like,
What was it you wanted, Ryu-Lee?
Yeah, sensed it as well. I would like to ask a favor. If you can help me remove a few body parts from the matriarch. It is part of my
Should not be
business
a
to
problem.
collect rare goods and items.
All right. I'll walk over there with him.
You hear Lord Thranduil
Looking at
mumble,
mm-hmm.
trophies get
looking
you
at
caught.
the matriarch. What part of it do you need? The skull, the teeth, the heart, bones.
A few fangs and its claws.
Simple enough. Take out a dagger, sort of cut the largest sort of teeth out if it's got like bigger canines, or if they're all the same size, I'll try to find the ones that are the most intact.
Mm-hmm.
And for the claw, I sort of use the dagger to cut a bit further up the arm, to cut into the skin and muscle down to the bone, to where I can see where the bone is, and then sort of lift the arm up and have the T-Rex bite just under that to snap that bit of the arm off from where I had cut.
Ooh.
I'm carefully watching the procedure.
Ah.
I use the dagger to clean up the jagged bits so it looks a bit more presentable, and hand that to him.
Yeah, you are definitely surprised at the amount of precision that was involved in just extracting that. Do you feel it necessary to question his expertise on it?
Not at all. Actually, I
Just-
do have one more favor, and then I will take any favor you shall ask of me.
Oh, okay.
I would
What
like
is
to
it
go
you
to
need?
his pelt.
You would like its pelt?
Yeah.
That's going to take a little bit of time. Is everyone okay with chilling out here?
Oh yeah, that's up to you guys. Lord Thranduil, do you make your way over there?
Yeah, I'll finally walk over after kind of kicking at the bodies a little bit and looking
Okay.
around. Actually, before I do that,
Mhm.
anything aside from just knowing that they're Kreet's arrows, are they of any importance to them? As far as are they magical or anything?
No, they're just plain old Jane arrows, but yeah,
All right,
expertly wielded.
I just reach them down and yank each arrow out of their chests,
Okay.
covered in the blood and everything, and just kind of carry those over with me as I head over in that direction.
You got it.
As far as looking at the pelt, you said it was just a few miles from the camp we were at, so
Yeah.
yeah, we got a couple hours we could spare if that's all it's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
working up a hunger, I'm going to start cooking.
We just ate breakfast.
I'm a hefty guy.
It's like, hey, I'm a big panda, okay? 7 feet
pats his
plus.
stomach.
Right.
Like 20
I
minutes,
could
half
actually
hour
go
ago, we
for
just ate.
some. I could actually go for some flesh myself. As he'll look to Garfunkel. Go grab me one of those bodies. Bring it over here.
Like the human bodies?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, which one do you want?
Let's see. One of them looks like a warrior, right?
Yeah.
And another one sort of looks like a wizard. So I'll take the warrior one.
You got it.
Well, noticing no one else.
Did we find any? Did Lord Thranduil find anything on their bodies?
Go ahead and roll investigation if you want to look for anything, Lord Thranduil.
Oh, I thought that's what the 20 investigation was for. Oh no, that's from Ryu-Lee.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
roll to search.
All I would have done is
I'll
yank the
search
arrows
the
out. I
bodies.
wouldn't have rifled it.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
this
I'll,
one you
I'll
can...
search through them to see if I can find anything useful.
Got it. Oh, yeah.
31.
Yep. More orders from a Lord Dreven to hunt down this pack, and it gives you a little bit more insight. It's well, actually, sorry, shit. He's smarter than that. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Noticing no one else wants to eat, I'm gonna just eat Pa's house special.
There you go.
16.
Okay, 16. You can tell there is magic on the parchment. However, there are no words on it.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, this is going to take me a bit of time. Did I find anything on these guys? As well?
Not yet. They're still remaining where they are. Your spooples brought you.
I'll go over there.
Okay.
And see if I can find it. So I'll roll an investigation check there as well.
This
Alright.
time more gold. Let's see. Uh, 98 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing else of importance. The one you actually investigated up to the north, that carried that significant piece of parchment.
All right. I'll hand 49 gold to Ryu-Lee because I know Thranduil doesn't care about gold.
Okay.
And Kreet isn't here right now, so
Right.
he doesn't get a split of this. On the wizard guy,
Mhm.
I'm interested in what he's got. Does he got anything on him?
No,
Does he have a spell book?
nah, no spell book. He's more of the sorcerer type, or...
Yeah. After searching through it, he'll just murmur to himself, "Damn sorcerers."
Uh-huh.
And he'll head back over here, take a pound of flesh off of this guy, the warrior-looking guy, and eat that to cannibalize him.
Oh, man. Okay.
And I'll gain 3 temporary HP for that. And I will start to ritually cast Detect Magic.
You got it. All right. While that ritual is going, Ryu-Lee, you are slurping some noodles. Do you look over towards what's happening with Thrax, or are you looking towards the south?
I'm currently just eating. I know he'll say he do the pelt for me, so I am in no rush.
Mm-hmm.
But I see Lord Thranduil is still over there, and I scream out, "Come join me for another drink."
Goodness. I kind of look over at Thrax eating the body, and I'm like, that's fantastic. And then I walk over for another drink.
You just see him like cut a square of flesh out of like the stomach area of this guy, and then he
Love it.
holds it like up to his mask, and it just gets absorbed into the mask.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
All right, all right.
And you pick how much I've collected off of him, as far as fangs, teeth, and the pelt.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd say 2 fangs, and then you wanted the claw, right? That
Yeah.
claw, yeah. There's 1 claw from each. Actually 4. So you have the arm claws, and then you have the foot claws. And then the pelt. Thrax feels it.
I haven't started working on that one yet.
Yeah, he feels the decoding of the message is more important right now, so he's set that as a lower priority for now, but is realizing you guys are taking a break to eat and drink. After 10 minutes, the ritual completes, and you what's that one spell? Illusionary text?
Illusionary script.
Yeah, that's what's on there.
Sweet.
I don't know if you're able to find a way to read it or whatnot, but
I'm looking at the spell now. Word of materials imbued with the potent illusion that lasts for the duration. To you and any creature you designate when you cast a spell, the writing appears normal, written in your hand if it does whatever meaning you intend. To all others, the writing appears as if it were written in an unknown magical script that is unintelligible. Alternatively, you can cause the writing to appear to be an entirely different message written in a different language. Should the spell be dispelled, the original script and the illusion both disappear. The creature with true sight can read the hidden message. So no, I cannot read it.
okay. So
I just know that there is an illusionary script on here,
yes.
but I can't read what it says.
Okay. It'd be good to hold on to it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going to put it into his bag.
Cool.
Never know when I might run into somebody who will be able to read it, or if you guys are willing to wait a little bit longer, I can interrogate one of these bodies.
Well,
Here's the thing.
yeah.
So first up, we're taking a short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay, so during that short rest, I'm going to use Arcane Recovery. Sort of puts his tome on the ground, sitting cross-legged, drawing runes around him in this sort of black sand that he carries, with one hand over his tome as he pulls magical runes from it every so often. And then after that's done, the black sand ignites and he pulls magic from the ground itself. I'm going to recover a 4th level
Okay.
spell slot. And then after that's done, I will begin to ritually cast Speak with Death.
Okay. You're gonna speak with the corpse of the one you cut into, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So he'll bring that body, sort of drag it towards him, and with that black sand again, cut into the body itself to draw out a little bit of blood and mix the black sand with that blood to make like this paste that he'll use to, on the forehead, of this body write a rune and then draw a line with that paste over its mouth, sort of vertically from the middle of the nose past the lips, down the chin, and across the throat.
Oh my.
And then with both of his hands begin to draw symbols as he chants. And this sort of black smoke comes out of where his mouth would be in the mask, connects to the hands, and then begins to seep into the nose, mouth, and eyes of the dead body until the ritual is completed, and the body just sort of like pulls in undead breath to fill its dead and now beginning to decompose lungs. And it opens its eyes and mouth, and that sort of black smoke seems to be constantly pouring out of its eyes, nose, and mouth as it speaks.
What? What? What is this?
Grants a semblance of life and intelligence to the corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of a spell that lasts in the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. Corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the language it knew. Answers is usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. Corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it, or if it recognizes you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return creature's soul to its body, only animating its spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn any new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened to it since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
Can it see things around it or no?
It doesn't state.
Okay.
It doesn't say if it can see, only that it can answer my questions.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just gonna. It kind of feels definitely wrong.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
probably knows it's dead.
All right. What?
As I'll look to the rest of the party, and it can only hear me.
Right.
Because I'm the one casting the spell, so it can only hear me and answer my questions.
Yeah.
I will send a message to Lord Thranduil and Ryu-Lee so he doesn't hear me speak. Is there anything you wish to ask it?
Interesting.
Oh,
Right. It's like,
I will,
man.
and I will say, I will say
they were
to the
coming to ambush
corpse.
us?
Does he look human?
Yes, definitely human.
Okay, so I will say to the corpse, in common, but you have failed your mission. We have attempted to bring you back with blood magic on Prince Draven's orders. Perhaps you can help us continue this investigation. Knowing that Draven works with blood magic, and these people were hired by them, I'm going to attempt to fool this corpse into believing that I am one of the blood mages from Draven's court.
Lord Draven. Wow. It failed. Our attack failed on Thranduil Manor.
We need to be sure that your mission was not compromised. Repeat to me the orders that you were given by Prince Draven.
We never actually met, but an informant told us of a dead drop in the area. Let me get the name of this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Splinter tree post. Dead drop with a piece of parchment. It said only I was able to read it, but potential heading of Lord Thranduil, and especially Kreet.
All right, so I'll send a message. Well, you guys can hear the corpse saying this, so you can hear it say that that's what was written on its orders, the potential movements of you and Kreet.
Tell him that Lord Draven feels bad that he has perished, and ask him where he lives and where his family is, so we can compensate them for your loss.
Lord,
Yeah.
yeah, he can only hear me.
Yeah.
Lord Draven seeks to fulfill his end of the bargain, even if you are dead. Tell us your next of kin and where you live, so that the reward given to you on completing this mission can be given to your family.
Well, a syndicate have no more family left. He uses us with, hold on. Let me be thorough on this and get the actual guy's name real quick. Okay. Yes. Let me type out his name here. We are in the guild of the syndicate. There is no next of kin we have. We are all under the employ of one Ali Din Paranold. We we are in the hinterlands of the Eastern Kingdoms. Lord Draven himself has never actually met any of us, but all of our orders are handed down from him.
We'll look towards Thranduil. That's the second question I've asked. I got three more.
Yep.
Very, very interesting.
Do you have any information on others that were given the same mission and where they might be? We might have to warn them that Lord Thranduil and Kreet have been alerted to your presence. Change up our tactics.
Multiple assets in he tries to remember. It's a little bit shaky. The Pleasure Palace, Prince Gallywix. We have sent word to activate the assets in that area.
He nods. So we know there's people in the Pleasure Palace waiting for us to get there. Let's see, I got two more. Can't really ask him about the informants because it was given to him by Dead Drop.
Yeah.
Were you expected to report back to anyone or use a specific dead drop if your mission was a success or if you survived a failure?
Aha.
Thrax is a smart boy.
Yeah. So you've been doing this for centuries. Back in Ratchet. Trying to remember. Can't remember.
Neck and branch. Well, so we know there is something there. Perhaps if people looking.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more question if
Yep.
you guys want to know anything.
Yeah, it's like, this is unraveling a few things.
Do we already, or do any of us already have knowledge of where this syndicate headquarters is, or like guild halls or whatever of this place?
Yeah, it's a whole nother continent. Isabella
Okay.
gave you information, or actually, yeah, she mentioned on her ship that she sent some agents over to gather intelligence at the hinterlands, which is about like 3 to 4 week journey on ship. So it's taking some time to get back that information, but she did mention that there is a stronghold over there where Alidin is located.
Gotcha. We already know that.
Yeah.
So if their stronghold is that far away, where are they staying on this continent?
They have a they have a safe house at Ratchet, but the guy
Okay.
couldn't remember.
Yeah, you couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. No one did report by dead drop, Draven, blah blah. Yeah, I got nothing else for him. Ooh, you know what? If we have one question to blow and we have nothing else to ask him,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how he feels about becoming Thrax's slave.
Okay. So knowing that after he answers this question, the spell will be over. Thrax will just shrug his shoulders and say, "How do you feel knowing that you are about to become my thrall?"
What? What? Ah! You hear screaming as his voice trails off, and his
The last of the black smoke begins to
right.
dribble out of his mouth and eyes, and as it begins to dissipate, the spell's power begins to fade, and as that smoke fizzles out, his body just stops moving and falls back to being dead.
Oh, no. Are you raising his corpse as well, or is that you using a different body?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll use his. Might as well.
Okay. Yeah. So.
That way you have that sweet,
And
sweet
so-
sound of agony.
Yeah.
He'll look towards Lord Thranduil. I hope that answered your question. Not as useful as I was hoping he would be, but we got something out of it at the very least.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
As he'll begin to use his one free casting of Animate Dead. As you guys have seen before, light around Thrax grows darker as he has one hand out towards the corpse as another one draws black runes in the air, and black shadowy tendrils come out of his fingertips and attach themselves to the corpse's body through the eyes, nose, and mouth, as these black lines begin to move through the veins as the necromantic energy seeps into the body, but this time seeping down past the muscle tissue and into the bones itself. As the flesh begins to rot away, a line appears through the middle of the body as the skeleton almost begins to rip itself out of its no longer useful rotting flesh. And I will raise him as a basic skeleton.
Spooples, or no, what's his name?
Bojangles?
Bojangles 2.0.
What kind of armor was this guy wearing?
It's a standard studded leather armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what this guy was wearing too?
Yeah, the other warrior, and of course, cloth robes for the sorcerer.
Gotcha. So this will still be the same. Oh wait, no, you said studded leather, right?
Yeah, studded leather.
That's actually his armor class will go up by 1.
There you go.
And then I'll give him the +1 Warhammer back.
Mm-hmm.
Use some of the clothes that I took off of the original Bojangles to cover up any bit that the armor doesn't cover.
Got it.
To make sure any bone is wrapped in cloth, so it looks like
Give
a
it
sort of
All right.
deserty person wearing leather armor.
Uh-huh. Yes, do your best to have them blend into society.
Yep. My skeletons are fully covered in cloth.
Yeah.
So they sort of look like I guess what would be the equivalent to like Tuscan Raiders, except without the like mask thing. They just have their face wrapped.
Yeah.
But the zombies, I use magic to sort of make them. I use like my prestidigitation to make them look a little more healthy. And get rid of the smell. So they're just wearing like their regular clothes.
Got it. All right.
Since they still have flesh, I'm no longer concentrating on detect magic. And looking at this thing, about how long do you think it might take me to take the pelt off of it?
Can I roll a survival check real quick? At advantage, since you know what you're doing. Okay. 20, and then roll. Okay, 1 hour.
Alright. So I'll take another hour to, with my dagger, slowly find the areas I know where like the skin sort of connects in lighter ways where the joints move a lot, that I can more easily cut into the flesh to get the pelt off without damaging it too much.
Okay. This is about 3 hours into this whole ordeal. It'll take you about 2 hours on foot to return to the post. So you guys will have about an hour to spare before the griffins are ready for flight. I will bring you back. Hey, is there anything else you guys want to do here?
Oh, I'm good here.
No, I'm pretty much good here.
Bring us back to Splinter Tree Post. Yeah. You have the goblin commander welcome everybody back. I'm so glad to see you guys alive. Was your mission successful, huh?
More or so.
Well, we have some food prepared if you would like to partake. My men have almost prepared the griffins. We're just saddling them up now. Anything interesting to report?
The beast won't bother you anymore.
That's actually very wonderful news. You are in our debt, Mr. Lord Thranduil. I will make sure Prince Gallywix does know about your heroics here. You have really did us a solid. It's like, yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
If you're going to stay in this area, as an outpost or whatever the fuck you call all of these. I would suggest sending crews out. These raptors were unusually large. There's got to be something in the area that is enhancing them.
I see. Well, that actually really helps us out. Thank you for that information. We'll get on it right away. Perhaps the next shipment that comes along here may requisition something for that matter. Is there anything I can assist you with? Rations or anything? Points over to the orc cook. We're having all your A rations packed up as well, so if there is anything else, please let me know.
I've already eaten. I'm fine.
So, looks over to Lord Thranduil, just relays that information. Yeah, your A rations are prepared.
Yep. Loaded up. That's fine. I'll retire to my tent for a moment. I'll gather my things that I've left. And I'm ready to leave whenever you guys are.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try something, whatever they made.
Yeah. So everyone gathers their things. They wrangle the gryphons for flight. And you make your way for the next 24 hours. Stopping every, 9 hours, I think. And this time, around lunchtime, midday, the next day, you reach Gallywix Pleasure Palace.
Ooh la la.
This is obviously going to look different for the next map, but just to give you a perspective of what this looks like, let me take off the grid real quick. Gallywix Pleasure Palace. There is the incoming and outgoing flights at the edge of the mountaintop here. This is at its peak. As you guys are flying in, say like, what do you call Mount Rushmore? There are in the rocks sculpted facial figures. This one is just one big carving on the side of the mountain of the face of Prince Gallywix himself. And as you fly into it, you have the ingoing, outgoing. A little bit further, you have a pool. Yes, a very nice, large pool.
So is that an infinity pool?
That is a built-in pool. All around are just there are plenty of patrons, mostly goblin, some human. Just it's a resort, and you can see further. There's a golf course on it, and then the palace itself is where we're going to be at. Just this guy had himself a palace built as a kind of getaway resort from the day-to-day activities of being prince. And several key figures have come through here before. But for our purposes, we're going to have you guys move down to the bottom left, or the southwestmost corner. Right about here is where the landing dock and taking off, I would say airport, but there's not really a lot of flying things going on, so put you guys right down here.
Gotcha.
Large map.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we should already be aware that we are expecting trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. And we just gained a short rest out of that, is that right?
Yeah, you guys, long rest. You guys would have rested, in
Oh, yeah,
flight.
you said 24
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, my bad.
Takes a
Oh,
little
we
bit.
got a long rest as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. Just on the way over here. There wasn't really anything going on. Flying. Your guys are really the only ones flying on the whole world right now. So,
I am in
Oh,
top
man.
form.
yeah.
All my spells.
Yeah. As your griffins land on the landing deck, you're immediately greeted by, I wouldn't say servants, but groundskeepers. Wrangle your griffins back, give them water and food. And as you step off, two advisors welcome you alongside some guards. And their word has spread that they are expecting you. So by this point, they greet you, Lord Thranduil. Welcome. Welcome, my lord, to Gallywix Pleasure Palace.
I just kind of look at them as if... And?
Well, this is your layover stop before you head over to Winterspring, yes?
Yes, it appears so.
Well, we are here to make it as comfortable as possible. Would you like to be led to the guest quarters, or would you like a tour?
Who is in charge here?
Well, how do we put this? Prince Gallywix, but I guess I'm second in command. we try not to...
Who's in charge of your defensive force?
Well, that will be... Well, he moonlights as the bartender, but forgot his name. Security
Don't care
chief,
what he
whatever.
does. I need to speak to him.
Oh,
This pleasure palace has been compromised, and I do not trust your ability to fight against it.
oh, it has? Oh. She looks very cautious at this point. It's like, oh man. Well, okay, I'll take you to him right away. She leads you guys over there. Yeah, this is quite a large map.
Yup.
It's entryway. And then little walkway over here.
Before she gets that far ahead, I ask her where my lodgings will be.
Okay. When we get to this point right here, she says, to the left end of the hallway, right about here, you'll see a door. Take a left, and that should accommodate a good party of 5 or 6.
I said, I'm sorry. Perhaps you don't know who I am.
Oh. She kind of scratches behind her neck. Sorry, Lord Thranduil, yes, but, you see, this is the best we can do right now.
I sigh. I'm like, where does Gallywix stay when he's here?
That area is off limits. I'm sorry.
I look down at her and just kind of... I didn't ask what you thought. Where does he stay?
He has his private quarters over there. Points at that building.
Let me scroll my map around. Where were you looking? What side of the map?
Yeah, right
Up
over
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give 0 fucks. I walk straight towards it.
Okay. Ah, all right, just. uh, we'll get back to that.
Not a problem at
yeah.
all. I just kind of. Is the door open?
No. The guards. Well, we'll get to you in just a moment.
You got it.
Yep.
I head in that direction as Thrax does his thing.
Yeah. So, Thrax and Ryu-Lee, you're close to each other, yeah? They're just walking together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So these two, they lead you over to the bar on this end.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of... Thrax, you know it as thieves can't, but they speak in code, and the bartender shifts his attention over to you, or well, to their direction. We'll let you take it from here. We'll continue serving these guests. Yeah, you do your thing. So they all go off. Take the attention away from the security chief. I was like, I was requested.
I don't like the fact that they talked and thieves can't.
I just looks towards you. It's like, you have a concern of our security.
Yes, I do.
So, let's go into the kitchen.
I'd actually rather you come out here.
Oh, that's fine. Steps out.
What energy waves am I feeling within the building?
Go ahead, roll a perception check. Are you trying to read the security chief, or are you reading the whole room?
The whole room, as well as the security chief passes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, roll. It's quite busy in the room. You try and... This is a new place. You can't quite seem to pinpoint a certain feeling. However, yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Alrighty.
Thrax?
Right. Yes. So, we have first-hand information that this pleasure palace has been compromised by a group of mercenaries that call themselves the Syndicate. And they're out to attack Lord Thranduil and an associate of mine.
Oh. Well. Yes.
Now, you've put yourself in a very precarious situation. I am already on edge because I do not wish to be attacked while I do my research. And you and your friend there did not put my suspicions at ease by speaking in code around me.
Hey. Sorry about that.
As he reaches into his bag and pulls out a snake's tongue wrapped around a bit of honeycomb and says, I suggest you tell me the truth. As he will cast suggestion on this person.
Yeah. It's like, yes, I apologize for that. As a token of good faith with your information of perhaps an impending threat, I will relay what we discussed, but we speak in code to, well, notify each other of potential threats. And what the mistress has told me is that you had information and that we needed to discuss it. And I am inclined to listen.
Can I tell if my spell has taken hold over him?
He's being very cooperative, but the spell itself is definitely helping.
So I can tell that the spell is there. That
Yeah,
didn't fail.
it's there, but he's actually being very honest and upfront. He takes his job. I wouldn't say not like seriously, but he takes pride in his work. So any threat that is brought up, he's definitely taking it seriously.
All right. So I will do the rest of the conversation through message with him, so nobody else can hear it.
Got it. Okay.
We were attacked before at the outpost that we came from a group of syndicate mercenaries. I was able to extract information out of one of them that they are being commanded by Lord Draven, or Prince Draven, to attack Lord Thranduil and an associate of mine that goes by the name of Kreet, who works for the Wardens.
Yeah. Oh.
We have first-hand information from these mercenaries that there is a group of them here waiting for Lord Thranduil and Kreet to appear and attack them when the opportunity arises itself. I need this not to happen.
Ah, I see. Well,
And I also need to find if these people are still here, who their informant is, or the way they are receiving this information. So I need your group or defensive force to be searching for these people.
Understood. I will begin searching the flight logs right away. Right now, the only ones who are... What's that?
Do any of your people have the ability to use magic?
Not very many beside myself.
He'll pull out the piece of paper. Most of them have orders like this. It is a magic spell used to show messages only to specific people. It will be useful to find, using these, the ones we are looking for. More than likely, they will have a sheet of paper on them that has this illusionary script.
I see.
Do we know if the syndicate people have markings or anything that shows their allegiance to the syndicate?
Yeah, it's... I'll bring this guy over here. It's the orange-yellow bandana they wear across their face. It's a dead giveaway.
Oh, do they wear it like at all times?
Yeah, well, I mean, whenever they... they're pretty proud of identifying themselves as the syndicate mercenary group, so they do wear that pretty much constantly, especially during battle.
Look for anyone with these orangish bandanas. It is a signifier that they work for this group. If they have it on their person, just feel free to kill them. On Lord Thranduil's orders.
Oh my. Lord Thranduil is here?
Yes.
Huh.
He is currently finding a place to rest, as the griffin ride isn't the most comfortable for him. He tends to chafe around the crotch area.
Well.
If you believe that these mercenaries might be too much for you or your security team to handle, find me and my associate here, and we will deal with them. Though if we are the ones doing it, I cannot guarantee that there will not be collateral damage.
Yes. I will do my best to arrange this in a more subtle way. You do understand, we have many guests here, and we do have a
Yes, I do
reputation
understand that.
to uphold.
But the safety The safety and well-being of Lord Thranduil takes precedent over any of your guests.
I understand. Well, let me lay this out. I will currently first work on the flight logs and identify anything coming from Syndicate if it is not a dead giveaway already. But I will also have my cleaning crew attached to one of my security specialists, and we will search the rooms subtly for that parchment that you wield. And if anything, we'll keep a lookout for those that wear the orange face masks.
Good. If you've got, if you want to do it a bit more subtly, you can poison them or, put something in their drink and that will knock them out and have someone else deal with it. They don't care how, as long as they're dead.
He's like, tell you what, if we do find a lead, I will personally bring that lead over to Prince Gallywix's private chambers, where you may question them more intimately.
Dead or alive, it doesn't matter. I can question them either way. So do not feel like you need to be careful.
I see. Well, have you been shown to your guest quarters?
We were given directions, yes. So we can do that on our own.
I see. Well, please do enjoy your stay, regardless of everything that's happening. And he'll go back to his bartending. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to let any of us know. And we'll cut back to Lord Thranduil.
Right. Rolling up here, I see 2 guards. Is that right?
That
As
is correct. Hello. Do you like directions to go back to the palace?
I point my cane at the doors, and I said, "This is where nobility stays."
Yes, this is Prince Gallywix's private retreat. Unfortunately, I am not able to allow you in.
I'm sorry, did you say that you do or do not allow me to pass where I wish to go?
Sorry, we must have gone off on the wrong foot here. Well, what is your name, sir?
I am Lord Elon Thranduil. Gallywix told me that I would have his accommodations when I arrived.
Well, I am so sorry, my lord. Shoot. Turns over to the other guy. Hey, should we clear this with security first, or, yeah. And the other guy turns back. Well, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, you have to be invited here, dummy. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, Lord Thranduil. I guess you could go in. You guess?
I raised my eyebrow at him.
Right.
Walking past, I'm like, he's gonna disappear later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a map for it, but yeah, just
not a problem. Lavish.
Yes, luxurious. His damn face is carved onto the side of a mountain, so.
Oh yeah.
Place like this definitely has some luxuries.
Before I close the door, I look back
and
I say, "Run along and get me an attendant."
Right away. Do you require one of us to stay here?
I just slammed the door.
No.
Go back in.
You dummy! That's a lord you're talking to. Go. Who do you think pays for all this? Ah, yeah, we are paid pretty well. So they both rush off towards the attendant into the bar.
Gallywix, you said is a goblin, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so none of his shit's gonna fit me anyway.
However, his robe, he does have a robe that will fit you because it flows a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah, I might just look a little too gaudy. I don't know. I'll see what the attendant can find around for me.
So, a few moments.
Yeah, I would have told him to make sure the attendant has clothes, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been pretty much what I do at this point.
All right. She knocks on the door and brings you in whatever it is you were requesting. My lord. Is there anything I can get you? Women? Men?
I just wave my hand at them, and the clothes that they brought are sufficient, I assume, for someone of my stature.
Yes, it's definitely... we do have a tailor on site if you wish to have them fitted a little bit better, but
I scoff. This will do for now.
Right.
I shoe them.
Okay.
They're excused.
Yeah.
Once I'm dressed, I head back to find see if anyone's still around or if they've gone to their quarters or what is exactly happening around in here.
Yeah, a lot of it is just let me bring these two knuckleheads back. A lot of it is gathered in the, like, I would say cafeteria, but high-end country club. Yeah. So they're in a country club setting here. That's where most everyone gathers for most of the day. There's some piano going on. But yeah, you guys know where you guys are staying.
As I walk into the hallway, just taking a look around, do I notice anything about these people in the hallway?
They're not quite up to your status, but some of them do own land and property. You don't know their names off the top of your head, since you're mostly staying inside doing your studies. You don't really bother with the rest of the nobility.
Right, but they're easily identifiable as lesser nobles, that sort of thing?
Yes, yeah. Just very wealthy, affluent. This place is, again, invite only, so it takes a lot for Gallywix to open this spot up for someone. It's not just your average citizen. This is definitely, country club status.
Of course. Guess I'd head over towards the gentleman here.
Ryu-Lee, behind you, approaches Lord Thranduil and some finery.
Did you discover anything?
Well, first I say, well, you looking well, flashy and well rested.
I'm sorry, when one's in society, one must blend in.
True. Right now I'm just waiting on Thrax. He was discussing with the bartender. The bartender just left, and I believe we're coming up with a plan.
Yeah, a lot of
looking
that...
over.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, looking over at the people in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I see a wench. I see a dancer or whatever. A little goblin guy. Again, anything about these people strike me as odd, as if they don't belong?
Nothing quite yet. And obviously these guys aren't syndicate. I wouldn't make it that easy.
No.
Yeah. I'm running out of assets to put down. I'll get some
I
fresh new
understand.
assets next week. But yeah, a lot of it is really the same, just more on the higher end. Uh,
Sure.
yeah, nothing quite as a dead giveaway or anything like that. But they are having a ball of a time. This is definitely lives up to its name.
Wonderful.
And the
All right.
conversations between Thrax and the bartender were all through messages, so a lot of it is,
No.
yeah, telepathic
Okay.
and whatnot. So
All right. Da. So I look at them. Oh, sorry about that. Do you guys wish to sit here? I have a sitting room in my quarters,
my
or would you look to
quarters.
return? Or if you would you look to return to your lodging?
So, it's a few different directions you can go from here.
I mean, well, what's our plan of action?
uh, tell you what, it's the top of the hour. Um,
I've been fucking muted this whole time.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second here. So I'm gonna mute the recording for just a sec. I'll get a good ad break in here. Welcome back to Azeron and the Dragonflight's Paragon. We're only gonna go a few more minutes here, but we're gonna start setting up hopefully some things to crack on for the next session. But while we were away, Lord Thranduil came back to ask Kreet for the intelligence or share with the party what went on between him and the bartender. Take it away.
Thrax. Kreet's missing
Yes.
tonight.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Sorry.
Did you discover anything?
The bartender seems to not know much. Most of the people here seem to be ignorant of our problems, which seems to show me that they are lacking and not worthy to protect the prince, let alone someone of our caliber. I have informed them of our situation and given them free rein to kill the aggressors on your command, if need be. Though, if anything is going the way it has been in the past, I expect most of them to die, and we will have to deal with it ourselves.
I kind of nod my head.
The bartender will obey any order I give him for the next 8 hours, since he is currently under my power.
Let's see. I know you don't eat. I look at Ryu-Lee, and I know he always eats. And seeing as the bartender is there, everything's going to be free anyway. So...
Yeah, this is definitely all-inclusive. There's no payment.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, it's up to you guys, really. I mean, do you wish to return to your quarters? I have a sitting room if it would be more advantageous for us to stay together in your thoughts?
I'd just rather sit on something more comfortable. That griffin ride is not exactly nice on these old bones.
I kind of smile after having seen the inside entertaining and sitting area of Gallywix's private area, and I think we have just the thing. Follow me, and we will head back to my sitting room.
Yeah, I'll just drag everyone over there.
Yeah, Gallywix is never going to get in here again. It's my house now.
So yes, there is, as you could only imagine, the most lavish of lavish. Was literally marble floors, velvet couches. What else is out there? Man, trying to think, like, just
Cashmere rugs.
right. Only the softest fur pelts for pillows. Yeah, this is the finest of Azeron.
Delights.
Yeah. And this isn't just candle lights. This is actually electricity flowing through this place.
Mm-hmm.
The crude beginnings.
I kind of wave my hand. I say, treat it as your own home. Or
Is
not.
there
It really doesn't
Is there
concern
a-
me how it ends up.
Uh-huh.
Is there a library?
There is. Yes.
I want to check out the library
Mm-hmm.
and try to see if I can find any books on the Dragonflights or the leaders of the Dragonflights, like the top dragons,
Okay.
and anything that I might find about blood magic,
Uh-huh.
and just as a fucking reach, see if there's a spell book that he's got in there.
Okay. All right. right, go ahead. Roll for investigation. Yeah.
Not super great at investigation. Here we go.
Yeah, plus 11.
I only rolled a 10, so
Hey,
21.
that. You find the books on the Dragonflight. A little bit of blood magic. And nothing on spell books because this guy loves technology. I mean, he's the leader of the most technologically advanced city in Azeron. So
He'll sort of mumble to himself that your little electric lights won't be able to save you from a fireball. As he begins reading through the books. The books on the Dragonflight, he's mostly just trying to find any new information that might aid him, or any information that might be useful to him if he ever encounters one of the dragons.
I see.
The books on blood magic, he's specifically looking for weaknesses or evidences of blood magic being used on something, or blood magic, any signs that blood magic has been used in an area, something he might be able to deeper his understanding of that so that he might better identify it in the future.
Okay.
Knowing that they might very well come across a few enemies using such magic against them on this mission.
Yes. Now, for the Dragonflight, you have information on all 5 of them, specifically their names. So.
Let me open notes real quick.
Yeah, I'll type them all out.
When we were flying in, what was the surrounding area around this palace?
The surrounding area is mostly like kind of in industry. It's being mined all around. Let me bring you back to the thing. Oh, whoops. Gotta find you guys real quick. Alright. So,
okay.
Yeah. On the front side of the mountain where his face is carved in, it's more industry. And then the rear is more of like that waterfall. Kind of, if you ever been to Yosemite. Or I'd say probably somewhere in the Poconos.
I got Letchworth right around the corner, and Niagara Falls. And
Niagara right, yeah. So it's something more of that East Coast to where it starts to meet Canada.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's on the back side. The front side is industrial, but that's mostly what you gather from it. The specific is called Ajara, but I'll get to that much later.
Nope. That's good enough. I see what I need to see right now. We're good.
Yeah, so back to the Pleasure Palace. The names of the 5 members of the Dragonflight. I'll finish typing that out. Red, Alex Straza. Okay. Those are each of their names. Red.
That's the one we're hunting down now, right?
Which one?
The red one?
Yeah.
That's what we're hunting down now?
Yeah, more like, well, I'd say in a way hunting, but more of trying to protect and gain her favor.
And we've already met Kalgos.
Yes. So each one of them, and you, the one thing you really notice is that all of these books are written by Lord Thranduil Senior.
Gotcha.
Yeah, as he is the sole archaeologist slash expert diplomat to the Dragonflight. Well, without him, literally the world would not know who these dragons are.
All right.
And now his son just rampages wherever he wants to. But yes, Alex Straza is known as the life binder. She controls a little bit of the life magic. Ysera is kind of in the dream world. In the dream world is controlled by what's called the Emerald Dream, and she is the leader of the Emerald Dragonflight, or the Green Dragonflight. Dormu is the Bronze Dragonflight leader, controls time. Calicos controls magic, and Rathion controls. Let's see what he controls the Earth and the world of Azeron and this sort of deal. And this doesn't go into detail, but really is more of a summary style book. It just highlights who they are, what they control, what their dominion is.
So you said green controls dreams, bronze
Yes.
controls what?
Time. He is the Bronze Dragonflight.
Bronze time.
Yeah.
Blue was
Magic.
Kalgos is what?
Magic. His focusing iris, man, if you ever get hold of that, you pretty much up there in power.
And the black controls the earth.
Yeah, Azeron itself as a planet.
Yeah, the blue one's probably the one I'm the most interested in.
Well, you've met him already.
Well, yeah, Kalgos and the red one, because the one that controls life.
Yeah.
I also have an interest in.
Yeah.
All right. Do I learn anything from the blood magic books?
Blood magic. Well, that one's a little trickier since he points them out as the Sand Lane. So they are pretty much corrupted elves, high elves that were corrupted by blood magic. And really their inherent power is they use their own life force to empower things. So the more they use their magic, the weaker they become. But at the same token, they're also wielding very, very powerful magic. Blood magic has an affinity for controlling minds, and it just making people, do things for you. Controlling minds, doing things like that. Influence over others, and dealing force damage if it's directed as an attack.
Gotcha.
The one thing you do notice though is if they are poisoned, then their effects are much, much weaker. If they are in the poisoned condition or poisoned state, it requires more blood, therefore sacrificing more life force. So it sparks out that the counter to someone possessing blood magic would be to have them poisoned.
Gotcha.
So after a few hours of Thrax reading through some books, Ryu and I having some drinks, I suggest that we retire for the evening. Contemplate the information we've learned today.
Before everyone goes to sleep, my lord, will you require food? Our chefs are standing by to prepare a meal, if you like.
I would have rather done that while Thrax was reading, since he doesn't eat.
Yeah,
have them deliver. That couple hours going by, it's getting late.
Anything between you and Ryu-Lee before we end this session?
Well, there's one more quick thing I want to do after, but no, we would have just talked a little bit about the day's fight. A little bit of a recap of that.
Okay.
But that would pretty much be it until they're going to retire off to their quarters.
I see. Oh, so you want this whole place to yourself, or?
Just for a few minutes.
Okay. So Lord Thranduil requests the rest of you to head over to the quarters that have been prepared for the party. And he will remain there in Gallywix's personal area.
I wait about 10 minutes till they're gone. I open the door and step out. Is Ryu-Lee gone? Yeah, there we go. Looking over to my right at the wall, how high is it?
It's a good distance. I'd say about 25 feet.
So 25 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay. No gates there. But the wall ends there. Okay. 25 feet. That's not terrible. All right. I look to the two guards.
Okay.
The one that allowed me to go in, or excuse me, allowed me. The one that actually didn't put up any kind of a stink and went and got out of the way, saying,
Right.
Don't you know the... Right. I tell him that I left a very important book in a satchel on my griffin. I need you to retrieve it for me.
Right away, Lord Thranduil. Will you be okay with this poor soul over here?
I'm sure he'll be fine, and I just go ahead and walk back into the thing as I see him moving off.
He goes to the griffin roost.
I wait barely a minute before I open the door and just kind of lean on it. I say, "Did you hear that?"
My lord, no, I did not.
I start to walk over towards the wall underneath the trees.
Okay.
I said, "Quick, come, quick!"
Right away, my lord.
You can't hear that.
No, what's going on?
It sounds like your life force leaving your body, and I swat him as hard as I can with my cane in the head.
All right. Just go roll an advantage since it's a surprise attack.
Let's see which one I want to do here. Oh yeah, we're going with this.
Yeah. Describe how this goes down.
I just crack him so hard after I say the sound of your soul leaving your body or your life force leaving your body. I just two-handed brain him right up against the wall. I then grab him with his slumped body and with all my might heave him as hard as I can over the wall.
Okay. Yeah. With your strength score and with goblins not being that heavy, he flies off to the side, and you don't hear anything for a bit, but eventually you faintly hear a small splash.
Oh, perfect. I scale up the wall and look over and watch his body just float away a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel much better and scale back down and go back to the room and close the door.
Okay.
Fuck that bed.
A few moments later, the guard. What's up?
I grab a book from one of the bookcases that Thrax was looking through. And I wait for him to come back.
Okay. Hey, you hear a knock on the door.
I walk over, I open it up.
I'm sorry, my lord. We couldn't find a book. Are you sure you left it in there?
I hold my hand up with a book in it, and I said apologies. I had it mixed in with another bag. I slam the door and go to bed.
Okay. This guy's wondering where his partner is. It's like, where did that kid go? Probably off running an errand for Lord Thranduil. And yeah, he will remain at his post.
And then I take my long rest.
Hey! Alright, well, that was, man, what an ending to a session that was. But very good. Very good. We got everyone to really display their skills both in and out of combat. And before we conclude, we have Thrax here. Make your announcement for when you do stream on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm a VTuber on Twitch under twitch.com or twitch.tv/Mr. Just. I stream a variety of different games. Right now, we're doing a rotation between Red Dead Redemption 2, Final Fantasy 9, in which I voice act all the characters, and hopefully trying to start up Cyberpunk 2077. I also DM a VTuber D&D game on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. PST. We're going to be doing our 6th session this coming Friday. And feel free to join me there.
Excellent, excellent. Well, do check out Mr. Jest. Do also check out DM Melinda tomorrow with, I believe, what is their special one-shot, Dance Dance Resurrection. And then the weekend with DM Mitch. But with that said, I thank you for sticking around, supporting the pop culture cosmos and everything that we do and all of our content. And we look forward to you next Thursday for Azeron Dragonflight's Paragon. Have a good night.